and welcome back to Func. I'm Lexi Janopoulos.
And I'm Colby Hawk. Thanks for tuning in. Let's dive right into today's show and start off with today's word of the day, audition. An audition is a short performance to show the talents of someone, such as an actor or a musician, who is being considered for a role in a play, positioned in an orchestra, or other similar part. This phrase can be used in sentences such as, auditions will be held next week for the spring musical, or she has an audition for a small part that ended up landing a starring role.
As we finally approach the weekend, let's take a look at our weather forecast in store for the next few days. Today has been overcast with cloudy skies, a high of 59 degrees and a low of 37. Tomorrow, the high is expected to be 60 degrees with a low of 44, but there's also a forecasted 65% chance of rain with cloudy skies. However, on Saturday, it looks like the weather is clearing up with sunny skies of a high of 62 and a low of 41. Then on Sunday, we're forecasted to cool down slightly with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 43 with overcast skies.
Now let's talk about academics. Next week, there are a few CLP events being offered that you should consider dropping in for to snag a couple extra CLP credits if you're needing some. Next Tuesday, on February 4th, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in Johns Hall 101, a screening of the documentary Picture a Scientist will be shown. The film is a 2020 documentary highlighting 3 female scientists, and the documentary focuses on the barriers that these women have faced in their careers, including gender discrimination, racial discrimination, and sexual harassment.
On Tuesday, February 6th, from 6 to 7 p.m., the Trone Student Center Burgess Theater with the Office of Spiritual Life will be hosting the award-winning author and storyteller, Caitlin Critiques, who will be giving the lecture, The Need for Interfaith Relationships and Solidarity, as part of their World Interfaith Harmony Week.
Also next Thursday, from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. in the Grow Art Building, Derek Reese, from his 2025 True Inspiration Artist in Residence, will discuss Daily Bread, his upcoming exhibition that examines food insecurity within the context of today's political and economic challenges. Reese brings a deeply personal perspective to his art. Through sculpture, photography, and video, he constructs a narrative centered on resilience and survival. His residency will be available for the next 3 months on campus.
Now let's shift over to today's day in history. On January 30th, 1882, the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, was born. He is best known to be the president who implemented the New Deal, which created a number of programs aimed at helping out the American people during the Great Depression, as well as leading our country through World War II. His famous speech was the Day of Infamy, speech delivered to the Congress on December 8th, 1941, just a day after the surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. Unfortunately, Roosevelt did not live to see the country at peace again due to his death on April 12, 1945, just months before the end of World War II finally coming to an end.
Let's now take a look at today's local and national news. Last night, an American Airlines passenger jet collided mid-air with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter near the Reagan National Airport outside Washington, D.C. A large search and rescue operation was launched in the nearby Potomac River to search for survivors, but John Donnelly, the fire chief of Washington, D.C., announced this morning that officials didn't believe there were survivors of the collision. At least 28 bodies have been pulled from the frigid waters of the Potomac, according to Donnelly, and the body of the plane was found upside down in 3 sections in waist-deep water along with the helicopter. Today, LMI Group International, a New York art research firm, has announced that its experts have verified a painting purchased for just $50 at a Minnesota garage sale is a long-lost artwork by the famous Vincent van Gogh. The piece, titled Elimar, was previously analyzed by the Netherlands Van Gogh Museum, but it was determined that the artwork was not created by the famed artist based on a few stylistic features on the piece. However, since acquiring this artwork in 2019, the LMI Group has spent time researching the piece's authenticity with the help of art experts, historians, and data analysis, and released a 450-page report earlier this week arguing in favor of the previously unknown painting's authenticity as the work of Van Gogh himself. LMI Group said that it plans to present the report's findings to a group of Van Gogh scholars and dealers. If the painting is authenticated, it would be worth approximately $15 million, the firm said.
Greenville doctor Cedric McFadden has been slated to compete in the upcoming 48th season of the popular reality competition series, Survivor. McFadden is a 46-year-old surgeon at Prisma Health in Greenville and is one of 18 competing on the CBS show set in the islands of Fiji. He will compete in challenges and eventually vote other castaways off. Season 48 will split contestants into 3 tribes of 6, each with the goal of claiming the title of Sole Survivor, also winning $1 million as prize money. The show will premiere with a 2-hour episode next Wednesday, February 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, Colby, that's like so exciting. Fame in our own backyard.
Absolutely.
Do you watch any like Survivor kind of shows?
Well, I've seen some clips and summaries on YouTube and stuff. Actually, one of my buddies, Cole, I know is a big fan of it. He knows probably a lot more than I do, but it's really cool to see the competitive spirit that a lot of these contestants have, and just kind of being able to tough it out and go out to Fiji and travel. It's really, really cool. I think the settings and just the challenges that we do are pretty neat.
I think I would love a vacation in Fiji, but I don't know that I would do well on a Survivor show.
I'm not too confident I would be either. I've done my fair amount of outdoor stuff, hiking and traveling and stuff like that, but I haven't done it competitively. And I think when you have the weight of a $1 million prize you can take home over your head, and the fact that you have to compete against 17 other people, it makes it a little bit more serious, even if you are familiar with some of the challenges that you're doing.
Yes.
So,
I feel like maybe it would push me a little bit further. Maybe I'd be able to like hold off a little bit more, like not shower and things like that. I don't know. I think it could work. Let us know in the comments how long you think that you would last in a Survivor situation. And with that, thank you for tuning into today's show. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, please email us at can'tstopthefunk@gmail.com. I'm Lexi Janopoulos.
and I'm Colby Hawk. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.